I am here with Vi today, international best-selling author of The Dragon Wisdom, and also a multi-author best-selling author in Manifesting Magical Moments. And she's come on today to tell us about developmental editing and why she's doing that for our book, Modern-Day High Priestess. So I want to share her with you today. Hi, Vi.
Whichever works better for you.
Thank you. So tell us a bit more about being best-selling author and a developmental editor. Tell us about that.
Well, my day job that I've been doing for 20 years is being an editor extraordinaire. So I've done everything from books to academic research papers, websites, blogs. I've pretty much done it all at this point. And when I wrote for Manifesting Magical Moments, it was my first opportunity to write a chapter in a book that was going to be published. And we had a developmental editor at that point, the incredibly amazing Sally Shakti-Willow. And even though I've been an editor for 20 years, and even though I had been, at the time, I had been running a metaphysical business and doing my own writing for, I want to say 6 years at the time, 7 years. I still got so much out of the comments from Sally Shakti that I was like, I don't think I ever want to write again without a developmental editor. The comments that she gave me were like totally blindsided me. And I literally cried for days when she sent me the comments, because what I realized with her comments was, even after 7 years of running my metaphysical school business, I still wanted, when I transitioned to writing my own material, I was still promoting other people and other teachers and other mentors before myself. Mm-hmm. And so the feedback that Sally Shakti gave me was, yeah, you need to minimize talking about these other people that are in your life and talk about your stuff. Talk about your dragon stuff. Talk about your channeled dragon wisdom. And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't do that. So I had to rewrite a bunch of my chapter and delete a bunch of stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, that was really important. And it was an extremely huge growth moment for me in visibility, in sharing my wisdom over sharing other people's wisdom, like not being the student anymore, but being the teacher. And right. I didn't see it. I had shared my chapter with a bunch of people and they're like, yeah, it's great. Maybe you should focus a little bit more on you and less on other people. But when Sally Shakti, the developmental editor, told me that feedback, I was like, oh, I finally heard it. I finally listened and integrated that into my writing. And I've been, every time I write something, I do that check. Okay, am I sharing my stuff or am I sharing someone else's stuff, so that I can shine the light on someone else, because that's more my personality. I didn't like to shine my own light. I wanted to shine light on other people. And so that's how I grew in the developmental editing process, writing for Manifesting Magical Moments, which was Heart Open Publishing's first multi-author book.
Yeah. And thank you to the viewers who are watching, and feel free to make some comments or ask us some questions during this live stream so we can get some discussion going about writing your story, being visible, and also sounds like coming out of the shadows too. Like we might be telling our stories based on somebody else's wisdom instead of accessing our own when we decide to write a book or get involved in a multi-author project. One of the other things that I want you to tell us about is, did the multi-author book support you to go and do your solo book? Like, was there something there that helped you write your solo book?
It was incredibly instrumental. The whole process about me joining Manifesting Magical Moments was because I wanted to write a solo book and didn't know how. So in January of 2024, after like about 4 months after I I connected with my first dragon and started channeling multiple dragons a week. and I knew that I had to share this dragon wisdom with the world. And so in January 2024, I set the intention that I'm going to write a best-selling book sharing dragon wisdom. And within weeks of setting that intention, I got an email in my inbox from Jessica Hadari. I don't know if she's a every you know you know who that is. Yeah. A wonderful networker, right?
Yeah.
Of spiritual leaders. And I got an email from her saying she was doing a panel workshop on launching your best-selling book. And Melissa was one of the 4 multi best-selling authors. And she went on there and she gave this amazing presentation on launching your best-selling book. And she had one sentence in her whole presentation that was like, yeah, so I'm creating this multi-author book called Manifesting Magical Moments. And if you're interested, connect with me. And I was like, I need to look more into that. So then I did this deep dive into Melissa and I learned all about her and bees and a bunch of other things. And I was like, I'm supposed to write in this book. So then I connected with her and I joined the book. And I learned incredible things being a part of that book and being a part of the community and the network of authors that were in that book about how to launch your own best-selling book if you're self-publishing or whatever. So I learned so much about the publishing industry, about writing, again, Sally Shakti. Like, I learned so much in the process of participating in that book that it gave me the confidence to write my own solo author book. Mm-hmm. And when it launched at #1 in 2 countries and 3 categories. And I didn't have a network of 17 authors like Manifesting Magical Moments did. It was just me. And right. I learned the skills that you need to launch a book from participating in Manifesting Magical Moments. It was amazing. Yeah. It was huge. It was literally a life-changing experience for me.
I'm doing the same thing too. Like I have a solo book that's going to come out in January after the multi-author book. I'm also working with a different publisher for that book, but I'm learning so much more leading this the Modern-Day High Priestess multi-author book. It's just causing me to learn more about writing. I mean, you haven't even looked at my chapter yet, but actually, like, my chapter is about coming into this whole process, like the initiation of Modern-Day High Priestess and like all of the things I've had to go through to lead this book and hold this container. And it's more than a book, is what the divine feminine frequency keeps channeling through me. And it's grown me exponentially. And I'm so excited about the paths that are going to unfold that I don't even can't even comprehend right now, because I love mystery and I love, being surprised. So I really don't want to attach too much to what will happen, but I'm really excited about what you're talking about. Like, I'm leaning in when you're talking. I'm like, oh, and Merlin's trying to get into you as well. Like, he's really leaning in. So tell us a bit more about why we want to have a developmental editor. Like, why do you want one? Because there's people who we're in a hybrid publishing, right? Like, we have a publisher. I don't know. Why is it hybrid? What does that mean?
There are 3 types of publishing in the industry. There's self-publishing, which you do all of it yourself. There's hybrid publishing, where the author invests in the creation of their book and the publisher organizes the whole book. They contract and create the graphic design, the developmental editor, if you have that, the copy editors, the proofreaders, the formatting, and they help you generally with marketing your book and launching your book to hopefully bestseller status when it launches. So that's the hybrid publishing. And then a traditional publisher will generally give you as an author an advance to write your book, and you basically sell your copyrights to the publisher, and basically you do the writing, and then the publisher does everything else until it launches, and then you're in charge of marketing. So there's three different
It's
types.
actually a lot. It's very hard.
It's very hard to get picked up with a traditional publisher. There are lots out there, but most of them are they're difficult. You generally need to have an agent, a literary agent, and your agent will sell your book will pitch your book to traditional publishers, and then you like cross your fingers and hope somebody picks you up.
Yeah. But so like the audience we're talking to is either going to self-publish, which means you have to find your own editor, and you might not even use an editor. You might think you're going to get away with something else.
Yeah.
And you don't get any marketing support, and you don't get proofreading or grammar check or anything. You have to like pay for each person along the way, which could cost you probably $20,000 if you really were to invest. Really.
If you can learn the skill yourself, or you can contract it to a professional. But self-publishing is, your book is your investment. Like you do all the work and you find all the professionals yourself.
Yeah. So we're really blessed with Modern-Day High Priestess to have a developmental editor, because you were telling me that not all hybrid publishers do that. They don't hire developmental editors.
As far as I know, I don't know of any other hybrid publishers that have a developmental editor for their multi-author books. The reason why is because there are 20, let's say, authors in the book, and the developmental process takes the longest, is the most skilled editing type of work that there is. And you really have to have a high level, big picture view to do this sort of work. So it takes a lot of time, and not all of the authors are open to that level of professional edit, because you have to let go of your ego once you have written your chapter. And that can be hard for some people, and that's okay, because that's our job. That's how we work with authors. It's what we do. So.
But I think that's part of the initiation process of Modern-Day High Priestess, is because we're already working in the self-development industry. Like that's part of our second nature, is letting go so greater support can come in and support us. So I really feel that's like a blessing. And the Modern-Day High Priestesses that are in this book, and the new authors that are still coming in, that's something I think we can embrace, even though it might sting, like it might sting.
We don't grow in our comfort zone.
Right. So tell us how, like, what does the developmental editor, like the ad, what's the value add there?
My job is to make your story shine as bright as possible. So I look at high level aspects of your chapter. Does it have an emotional arc? Does it have a transformational journey? Does the message land with the reader? Do the different sections, the beginning, the middle, and the end, flow? Are they balanced within the story itself? This is way, way beyond copy editing. Copy editing is grammar, punctuation, spelling. It's like nitpicky details. Developmental editing is high level, to make your story as impactful as it possibly can for the reader.
That's awesome. I'm so excited to get you my chapter. I promised it to you by September 15th, and it might even be sooner.
Awesome.
And so one of the things I find that people who want to write and aren't, they're on the fence about it, is they're not sure if they have the time. They are not sure if they have the story within them. Like they don't think their story is done. And I'm like, this is a chapter. This isn't your whole life. Like You have
And
multiple chapters.
and honestly, your chapter, like your story isn't done until you die. Your chapter is a message that you want to share with your audience, with your reader, that you learned from your journey. And your journey might, you know, what we're recommending to our authors is pick 2 or 3 stories that support the primary message that you want to share with your reader. And so I've created this rather extensive document called How to Write a Captivating Chapter.
Yes.
And so yeah, we didn't get that in Manifesting Magical Moments. It was something that I wish we had had in order to give some guidance in the, what the heck do I write? And
Right.
so yeah, I created this document so that you are fully supported right from the beginning. We give you a writing guide, which are questions that you can reflect on about
Mhm.
your journey, your story, that makes sense in the theme of Modern-Day High Priestess.
Yeah.
So we give you the writing guide. We give you the How to Write a Captivating Chapter presentation, basically this resource. We give you another resource on how to write an effective bio. Like, we give you all of these beautiful resources to help
Yeah.
you write your chapter so that you don't get stuck.
Yeah. And we also give you graphics, like marketing graphics, as soon as you get in, because we already have the book cover done. And we also give you a marketing book launch guide, which my publishers for my solo book pales in comparison to this guide that I've received for the multi-author book.
This is
Which
how I launched my best-selling book, was from Melissa's marketing plan guide that she gave us. There are so many amazing tips in there, not only to market a book, but to market yourself, market your brand, market your mission.
Yeah. And that's what this book is about, is marketing your mission. Because if you're resonating with Modern-Day High Priestess, which the subtitle is Reclaiming Our Ancient Authority as Spiritual Leaders in Today's World, if you're resonating with that, you have a mission. And you've known this probably for multiple lifetimes. And this is the lifetime that you're going to actually manifest it. Like, it's going to, your essence is now more in your body. You've gone through trying to force yourself into corporate. You've gone through all of the wrong relationships. You've done the addictions and all that kind of stuff. And now you really want to be the guide and deliver your gifts to the world. And you need to be known. Like, even though I'm, marketing heavily in other ways, networking, speaking, building my own platforms with podcasts, and I'm building a summit, social media posting, and all that kind of stuff. I feel
very few things give you the credibility of best-selling author behind your name.
Yeah. And it's not just something like, oh, everyone's a best-selling author anymore.
No. No. I'm in a few Facebook groups of self-published authors. One is self-publishing support group. And there are so many authors in there who would be extremely happy to launch a best-selling book, to get their book onto an Amazon bestseller list, let alone hitting number 1. Like, they just want to get on the list. And I don't want to say it's really validating, but it's kind of really validating to write something that is getting into the hands of readers and sharing your message.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Like, one of the things Melissa talks about in joining Modern-Day High Priestess and in our team meetings is, what are the values that you have in joining this project? And mine were inspiration, joy, and ease. And inspiration is a huge part of Modern-Day High Priestess. I am so inspired by the stories that I am reading that I get to help shine brighter through the editing process. It's amazing. Like, I have literally cried, like, ugly cries reading some of these chapters already. And they're not sad tears. They're tears of gratitude and tears of incredible inspiration. And so, yeah, it's a
And you were going to share
beautiful,
with
beautiful
us,
book.
you were going to share an excerpt. Tell us more about what you're going to share with us. You're going to read us something from one of the women's chapters.
Yes. So I get to read the chapters before they are published. And this is a chapter excerpt from Melanie Cannon. And hopefully she feels okay with me reading it. It is her definition of what a modern day high priestess is. And when I read it, this is my ugly cry moment, because I was like, holy crap, I'm a dragon high priestess. Like, I've never thought of myself as a dragon high priestess until I read Melanie's definition. And I was like, all of that applies to me. Holy crap, that's me. And it was a beautiful moment. Okay, so I'm going to read Melanie's definition of what a modern day high priestess is. And I'm going to try not to cry. A modern day priestess embodies spiritual leadership, often outside the bounds of traditional organized religion, not because she seeks power, but because she feels called to help others awaken and ascend. Rather than adhering to institutional doctrine, she draws from ancient wisdom, earth-based practices, goddess tradition, and her own intuitive knowing. She honors the sacred in all things and the deep interconnection between them. Her life is guided by authenticity, reverence, and a fierce kind of compassion. She brings deep intention to her work and moves with grace when surrounded by judgment. She celebrates sacred beauty in everyday moments: a roaring sunset, a shared meal, a silent prayer. The priestess uplifts those around her with her aligned presence. Her soul drum, activated by intention, sends out its vibration, each healing, releasing a quiet ripple through the human circle. Is that not beautiful?
It's so beautiful, and it's so resonant. Beautiful. It resonates with me. It resonates with you. And does it resonate with you? To the audience, put in the comments if Melanie Cannon's, and we'll tag her later in this, if her definition of modern day high priestess resonates with you. Let us know. It's such a special opportunity to, this is, you know, I'm getting to know you. We're becoming friends. We actually live in the same province, so that's awesome. And yeah. And we have authors from all over the world. We have authors from Switzerland, Germany. I'm talking to somebody in Poland who should be in the book. And we have many people from the Bay Area and interior US. We have Canada.
We have across Canada and Western United States.
Yeah.
So, we're an international group of high priestesses.
Yes, and that's the thing, is we are missing priestesses from all types of different modalities, like the dragon priestess we're missing. So I'm twist your arm there, whatever. And I'm gonna put out a post tomorrow about who else we're missing. We're missing like the Egyptian priestesses and the Hindu priestesses, and we have a Bali priestess. I'm excited about that. Indonesian priestess. We're missing the Asian priestesses. We're missing the indigenous wisdom keeper priestesses. We're missing crones. We're missing the women who are 70, 65 and 70 years older, who bring that crone energy to the book. We might even be missing somebody who's in their 20s, who has that maiden energy still, that is really wise woman at a very young age. And the stories that are coming together that you are getting like the first sneak peek at and helping to develop. This is what I'm really feeling blessed about, is that we are blessed with a dragon wisdom priestess, for one thing. Oh. And she's bringing in, like, I feel like when you're editing, you're channeling as well. Like there's a channel going on, right? And that's so sacred to have in this book, because this isn't your normal like business book. this is spiritual leadership business book. Like this is 5.0, fifth dimensional type of developmental editing.
100%.
Yeah. So there's also some other things you get when you come into the book that we might not have mentioned is you get your chapter developmental edited, but you get a monthly group call with us, with the editor and the team and the other authors, and you get a one-on-one call with Vi, and she's going to help you when you get stuck or with you have too many stories. You're going to guide intuitively the author in their process. So that's a
For
real
sure.
gift.
That's my job. You get
Yep.
one-on-one time with your developmental editor. I don't know any other hybrid publisher that gives you that.
Yeah. And you're getting guidance on imagery and clarity and like flow of your book. Like, because something about, we talked about the blind spots, right? Like lots of, you even explained it. You had blind spots when you were editing your own work all the time. And then Sally showed you what you weren't seeing.
Exactly. So I am a reflection of the parts of your writing that need to grow, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a process. It's definitely a process.
Yeah. And then we're also supporting full publishing. There's a book launch party. You're getting the book cover graphics. You're also getting 12 months of marketing support for this book. So like when we publish this book and launch it, we're going to work it for 12 months together to keep it going, to keep it getting #1 status. And also we're developing a mystery school here. This is the Sacred Collection of Women.
One of the biggest benefits I got out of, I got so many benefits, but one of the really wonderful ones was participating in Manifesting Magical Moments, was the supportive community of authors that were in that book. There were so many of my co-authors who continue to support me, who supported my book launch and continue to support me as I continue as Vi Yyana the Dragon Mystic. And it's beautiful. We support each other. I support them with the activities that they're doing, and it's a community, it's a network. And so that's one of the really big things about participating in a multi-author book that I don't really know is part of other books, is that you, Jennifer, you're creating this container of high priestesses from around the world that you get to network and commune with throughout this journey. And then who knows what is going to happen, what doors are going to open for you in support of and with this community that you're creating.
Yeah, it's beyond my imagination, and that's the wonderful part of it. I love it so much, and it keeps me going. And we're still enrolling women in this book, high priestesses. And you might not even think you're a high priestess or what is a high priestess. And we'll get Melanie to create a post around that definition, and I'll ask her if I can share it some more around that to help inspire you to join something that resonates with you. Like your tribe is right here. The divine feminine frequency has been called in every one of us. It's worked through us. And we're just doing these live streams now to reach more people that haven't heard about us yet. And please share this video with somebody that you know should watch it. Also tag somebody that you feel should connect with this video as well. And I'm going to put a banner up there. Please DM either one of us on Facebook. I'm also streaming here to LinkedIn, so send me a DM. And on YouTube, you can email me at jennifer@jenniferseifert.com to find out more about getting into this book. And there is a price, there is an investment to get in, but it pales in comparison to joining a mastermind or a networking group even. And it also is a fraction of publishing your solo book, fraction of the price.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And it's,
And everything's done for you.
yes.
You don't have to find the graphic designer, the editors, the proofreader, the formatter, the marketing material creator. The marketing material that Melissa and her team creates for all of her books are outstanding. Because I'm a self-published author and I'm an editor, I see a lot of other marketing materials for books, and Melissa's are like top 1% every time. They're gorgeous.
Yeah. I got lucky and I got to help design the book cover too. So it was really special for me. And if you haven't seen the cover, I'll post it this week as well. But it's a woman, a silhouette of a woman with a starry, like your background, background, really. Yeah.
I know.
Another reason you should be in this, you should be at your chapter written. We'll have to hire Sally to edit your chapter. But you know, so I always think about the starry goddesses and how they come through and guide humanity in a way that is what's that word? Beneficent or something? Like it's like a
beneficent?
Yeah, is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we're not doing it for ourselves. We're doing it because that's why we're born. It's not really any other reason except this deep inner call within myself, within yourself, that I have to follow my guidance. I have to not follow my guidance anymore. Like, and I think that's a lot of our stories is having the guidance, but like, no, I'll get, somebody else always telling us, no, you can't do that. You got to fit into this box. And this is really outside the box. And part of my initiation process at the beginning was owning the word priestess.
Same thing with me. I totally did not identify as a dragon priestess or dragon high priestess until I read Melanie's definition, and I was like, that's me. Wow.
Nice. Well, it's been so exciting to have you on here, and I'm definitely going to get you on Receptive Radio to talk about the dragon book. And I'm hoping that you'll be speaking at my summit coming up as well, because it's so fun being around you. Your energy is so cool.
Nice. Well, we have things to talk about.
Yes. All right. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jennifer.
You're welcome.